All right, everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel where I discuss issues that affect every human being, global issues. This time around, I want to talk about interracial marriage. I live in Europe, I live in Germany to be precise, and of course, I happen to be in a relationship with a German. We've got 2 kids together. And of course, we live together in the form of marriage. Of course, we have not made our civil union official, but of course, we live together, and of course, we raise our kids together, which technically is marriage, except that we've not done the official work to make it on paper. But of course, like you and I know, when you live together with a woman, you're technically married. So I want to talk about the difference between this marriage and the regular marriage of 2 people from same country, except that of course that also has its peculiarities. For example, as usual, marriage is the coming together of 2 persons from different backgrounds, different culture, different upbringing, and they try to live together as one, tolerating each other, and of course tolerating each other's differences, and trying to build a family together. But in the case of interracial marriage, it's a coming together of completely 2 different people from completely 2 different continents. For example, in my case, Nigeria and Germany, with completely different mindset, different mentality, different approach to life. What does that suggest to you? It suggests to you that it's going to be extra difficult. It's not going to be as simple as the marriage of if, for example, myself and a Nigerian. So what does that also mean? It means that it requires a high level of intelligence, a high level of maturity, a high level of patience, and a high level of mutual understanding from both parties. We all know that interracial marriages in many cases have failed to stand the test of time because people get to a point where they can't take it anymore because of the differences. I mean, I'm not saying that marriages within same race doesn't break up, doesn't crash. There are a lot of marriages even in Nigeria that have completely destroyed, that have failed completely because, of course, for different reasons. And when it comes to this marriage that I'm talking about, it's a special case. For example, the German woman doesn't believe that it is the sole responsibility of a woman to raise the kids. The African man or the Nigerian man believes, from the way we are raised, from the way we were brought up, the mentality of patriarchy, where we are told that the man is more important, more valuable, and has more authority than the woman. The German mentality is totally different. The woman is told or brought up to believe that she and the man are equal and they have equal rights. In terms of raising the kids, somehow the man also must share equal responsibility. That's 1. 2, in Europe, it is not the sole responsibility of the woman to also cook. The man is also as just like the woman. The man can also cook. The man is also expected to cook. Same way the woman is also expected to work. In Africa, yes, it's getting to that level, but the traditional setting, the wife stays at home, the man goes to work. The wife cooks, takes care of the kid, takes care of the family, takes care of the house, does all the house chores, while the man's sole responsibility is to go and source for money. But in Europe, it's different. Both of them work, both of them take care of the house. As a matter of fact, there's what you call maternity leave, where a woman gets pregnant, delivers a baby, and she gets a leave for 2 years to take care of the child. The man also gets the same leave. So the man can also be allowed to leave work, to go and take care of his child, because they believe it is the responsibility of both parties. Now, when you look at all of this, for an African man who seems to have been brought up to understand that the woman does all of this, why he does this, there are things he cannot do, there are things the woman must do. He now comes to Europe and connect with a white woman whose mentality is different. They begin to have clashes. And one of the biggest problems most times is lack of communication. The guys are not able to communicate to the women their culture, their upbringing, where they are coming from, so that the women here can understand and somehow adjust. That is what I have done in my relationship. We have been able to find a middle ground. I have been able to explain to her our culture, our mentality, how we are brought up as men in Africa. And she also has been able to understand. But as a man, I have become more flexible. I help with the kids. I spend time with the kids a lot. I do a lot of the things I never thought I would have done because of the way I was raised back home in Africa. In order for us to have peace, to be able to live together, I've been able to tweak my mentality a little bit, that I'm able to even change the uppers, bathe my kids sometimes. But of course, it is still more of the responsibility of my girlfriend, because we have been able to communicate. I've been able to make her understand that let us live our lives like this. I support you with the kids, but let us agree that you take more care in that regard. And we have been okay because we've been able to communicate. Because lack of communication is dangerous in any relationship, even relationship of brother and sister, in the place of work. So in your relationship, if you don't communicate properly, it's going to be a problem. And this is one of the biggest problems most interracial marriages are having. And another problem is most of the guys, there's the issue of people getting married for reasons best known to them. Because of sometimes what they want to achieve, they don't scrutinize the kind of women they also get involved with. They just accept everything from the woman, but the women, they get what they want, they begin to show their true colors. And for the women, it becomes strange. They are like, the man has changed. This is not the man I knew before. Unfortunately, the man didn't show his real colors until he became comfortable and achieved the things he was looking for. But in my own case, from day one, I spelled it out. My girlfriend knew the kind of person that I am, the things that I take, the things I don't take, the kind of man that I am, the kind of things that I will accept as a man. Another good thing that we did is we both agreed. I said to her, let us not live by the culture of Germany, nor by the culture of Nigeria. Let us live by the culture of God. Let us come to a middle ground. Take the good things from your culture, take the good things from my culture, bring them together and live, more importantly, according to the culture of God Almighty. And we've been fine. Not that we don't have our issues. We still have our issues, but we try to manage them. Sometimes people say that they break up because of irreconcilable differences. But unfortunately, people fail to understand that you are supposed to actually manage your irreconcilable differences, because they are irreconcilable differences because you are two different people, two different upbringing, different background, different culture, different mentality. So you must be able to manage those irreconcilable differences. It means the difference between both of you that cannot be reconciled. So when people say we have the irreconcilable differences, I find it difficult to comprehend that. Yes, you must have irreconcilable differences. So once again, before I end, I want to say that this kind of marriages or relationships requires more intelligence, more emotional intelligence, more social intelligence, and a lot of patience, a lot of maturity, and mutual understanding and mutual respect. If you can try all of this, your marriage will last. I've seen interracial marriages that stood the test of time. I've seen black and white people who live together for 40 years and are still together. So if it worked for those people, it can work for you if you are willing to take the pain and manage your relationship. Help your woman to grow. Help her to understand you better. And she should also help you to understand her better. That way, you guys will live in peace, in love, and in understanding. This is my own 2 pennies worth, what I've been able to do in my relationship, and we've been going on, and we hope to continue like that for a long time. So try this method, and I wish you all the best in your relationship. Thank you.